And I'm like, fuck you, I'll do what the fuck I want. And it took me a long time to get over that, because as a kid or teenager or young person, we're still programmed from our parents. In our head, we still have the programs, like the tapes, I say, that our parents have put in our heads are still there, telling us to do this or telling us to do that, instead of actually listening to our own instinct and our own selves. The lives that our parents lived are not our own lives, and our own paths we have to make for ourselves, not live lives mapped to us from our parents or our family or whomever. We have to live our lives to be truthful and authentic to ourselves, not to what our parents want us to be, and whatever that might be. So it's important to fucking live your life without fear in every sense of the word. Within reason, like, of course I'm saying here, you don't want to be stupid, but I mean, in terms of making choices, broad choices for your life, you need to do things because they scare you. Because typically the things that scare you really are the things that are most important in life. Getting married is scary as fuck, and having kids is scary, and starting a business, leaving a solid job or something like that is scary. Taking a leap for your dream, whatever that might be, that's all scary. But you don't get the good stuff unless you fucking try. And, the whole old saying, no guts, no glory. I know it's trite, but it's very true. And if you don't try, you never get the good stuff in life. So try. But if your life is a train wreck in some way or the other, I think you have to ask yourself why. And you can't blame other people for it. I mean, generally speaking, our lives are our own, unless you're some fucking slave somewhere, or under someone's spell. I don't know. Your life is your own. The choices you make are your own, and therefore the consequences of this are yours to reap. And so you have to take responsibility for yourself and your life, and not worry about what other people are saying. Even if you made mistakes, that's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. We all make mistakes. I make mistakes. Our parents made mistakes. Oprah Winfrey makes mistakes. People, I mean, who we consider perfect or something, make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. I think it's ridiculous to hold yourself to some impossible standard of saying, well, I fucked up, I'll never try that again. In my opinion, in my philosophy is, I fucked up, I need to try harder next time, or I need to do it differently next time. What did I do that was wrong? What mistakes did I make? I need to change that the next time and try again. And you keep trying, whatever it is, eventually you're going to succeed. And I do truly believe that. Unless it's something that's physically impossible. I mean, like, I don't know, jumping off of a fucking building, like from one building to another, 100 yards away or something. That's like physically impossible. But you know what I mean? Like, if there's just something in life you need to try. And don't worry about whether you fail or succeed. If you keep trying and trying and trying again, eventually you're going to succeed. That is the truth. I know it is. It has been so in my life, and I think it has been in most people's lives. People who are successful rarely were successful right out of the gate. They just had success away. Even Zuckerberg, who created Facebook or whatever, look what happened to him. If you've seen the movie about him and everything from years ago, that happened with Facebook, and how he tried to start what was he calling it? First it was called Facelook or Lookbook or something shit like that. I don't know. And of course he was sued, and he tried all these other things, and eventually look what happened. And the same with Bill Gates, same with Steve Jobs, the same with all these amazing people. Let's tech examples, obviously. There were millions of others. Oprah Winfrey is an example. I mean, people who are uber successful rarely just got successful just by trying one time. They got successful because they persevered. It's perseverance that is the key. So if there's something you want in life, fucking go after it, especially if you're young. When you're young, that is the time to do it, because when you're old, you're going to have responsibilities, you're going to have roots put down that are really hard to remove. You're going to have people saying, even more so that you can or cannot do this or that, and you're going to be comfortable. And once you get comfortable, that's when it's really hard to risk things. And so that's why youth is great for that. So don't be one of those people who are young and you never try anything new and you never attempt to do shit or fall on your face, because that is the time to do it. It lets you know what you're made of. It lets you know who you are. And so, for example, this Caitlyn Jenner thing, everyone everyone's saying, and a lot of people who say she didn't deserve the Arthur Ashe Award, which was for courage. That's what the whole award is about, courage in the face of adversity and et cetera. And I think she exemplifies that. I'm sorry. I think that she does. Of course, there are other people who do as well. There are other people who are just everyday people that exemplify that as well. But obviously, everyday people aren't on a public platform and are coming under the radar of the Arthur Ashe Award. The Arthur Ashe Award is generally given to celebrities. So it is, in my opinion, something that she deserves. And I think people who don't think she deserves it are just being petty and wrong. Okay, that's what I have to say. Also, there's one more thing I was going to write about. Where is it? Hold on. There was something I had on here, if I can remember where I put it. Oh, there's a show called I Am Jazz, about this transgender girl that's also on television. It's also on E, I think. I think it's on E, maybe in a different channel, or Lifetime or something. But check that out as well. I think the most important takeaway about Caitlyn Jenner and the Trainwreck thing I'm trying to talk about here is essentially this: just be yourself, whatever that means to you. Be yourself. Think about all the years that Caitlyn Jenner wasted being someone else because it made everyone else happy, because it made everyone else comfortable and safe and feel secure. And this is the way things are supposed to be because that's how they've always been. And he didn't want to rock the boat, and he didn't want to lose this and didn't want to lose that, and all those sorts of things. Obviously, his life would have been very different and probably happier for a lot longer time if he had simply been himself from the beginning, regardless of what everyone said. Of course, it's not easy to do that, but that's why it's important to do it. I came out when I was 14 years old. It was not easy, but I knew that I couldn't live a lie. I'm just not that kind of person. I couldn't live as someone else. And there are so many kids today coming out who are transgender or gay or bi or whatever, and they are trying to come out. They come out so much younger, like 5 years old, 7 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old, whatever, and are claiming their power at a young age. And that means that they're going to have a much longer, more fulfilled life than most people do because they chose to be brave and be who and what they are at a young age and not try to please everyone else. Because let me tell you, pleasing everyone else is impossible. You will never please everyone else. So you might as well just fucking do what you fucking want because you're never going to please everybody anyway. That's all I have to say today. Be sure to check out Periscope. I am on Periscope if you want to go to Off Limits Show on Periscope. So if you want to find my show on Periscope in the future, it should be coming on in August sometime if you want to go on there and watch me live do this show as well as do Periscopes on there. So that'll be fun. A new way to meet people. I've met so many really cool people on there, and I'm sure you will as well. So thanks for listening. I'll be back I'll be back tomorrow with Gay XYZ, not tomorrow, Tuesday, with Jason and with Christian to do the Gay XYZ show. If you want to check out the Gay XYZ show, go to gayxyzshow.com. Actually, what is it? Is it Gay XYZ or Gay XYZ show? I forgot. Gay XYZ. Yeah, it's gayxyz.com. If you want to go to hear the three of us talk, that's the kind of gay view show we do. And I hope to see you then. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Good night.